All right, so let's quickly wrap up week 5 and look at week 6. So I've been starting to grade your discussions. Good week again here in the discussions. A few of you still need to get in. Remember, I am submitting midterm grades tomorrow, so everything up in week 5 is going to go towards that. And as I'm looking at the grade sheet here too, it looks like there's just a few of you that need to take the quiz too. There's just a couple, so let's get those submitted before I submit the midterm grades on Tuesday. All right, on that note, let's look ahead here to week 6. So, for the 6th week of CRJ 320 criminal investigation, we're going to be going over the investigative process and covering effective ways to apply the investigative process to sex offenses and crimes against children. So you're going to read chapters 11 from your textbooks. And then for our discussion this week, we're going to be covering the crime of human trafficking. Human trafficking can be described as recruiting, harboring, transporting, providing, or obtaining a person for compelled labor or commercial sex acts. This is done through the use of force, fear, fraud, or coercion. So you're going to list at least 3 red flags that law enforcement officers must look for when trying to identify either victims or perpetrators of human trafficking. Then you're going to list 3 law enforcement models that have emerged to combat sexual exploitation: special task forces, strike forces, and law enforcement. So go over which approach that you feel would work best to combat child sexual exploitation and provide a rationale for your support. And you also need to respond to at least one other student's post as well. All right, then we have our homicide investigation assignment this week. The first part 1, classification of homicide. You're going to create a table to be a job aid in comparing the different types of homicides, as an example in your assignment instructions. The second part of this assignment, case analysis, you will analyze a closed homicide case in your community, or as close to your community as possible. A lot of times there may not be something close, so just find something in the general area, if you can. You should have selected a case from the Nexus Uni in the assignment preparation activity last week. If you have not completed this activity, go back and complete it before continuing with this assignment. Okay, so for the part 2 part, in 3 to 4 pages, that's 3 to 4 pages of body, not counting your title page and your reference page. Summarize the investigation into the case you selected. Your analysis should describe the circumstances surrounding the case, summarize the key factors that may have been used to classify the type of death and the finding. Identify the forensic models, methods that were reported in the investigation and their findings. Recommend one way the investigator or forensic team could have strengthened their case based on your understanding of it. And then, of course, cite your 3 references that you use for this assignment. And, okay, so if you're behind any classwork, let's try and get that in as soon as you can. Like I said, I'm going to be doing midterm grades tomorrow. So I'd love to have those in beforehand, and I'll get them graded so that way you have a good midterm grade. As always, if you have any questions, email me, call me, or text me, okay? Good luck to all of you in week 6.